Okay, today is November 13th, 2023. Again, today, I go down to Walmart 62. Of course, there's riffraff walking around. Somebody said a doctor pulled a medical file and was going to say she's crazy. Oh my God. You know how much of huck and bullshit that is. Some random doctor can't pull my medical file. There's HIPAA violations. Unless I sign papers to release it to them, they can't look at it. Nobody can. Not even the government. Huh? They lied to them. Fucking lied to them. Fucking lied to them. And people eat up their shit like it's candy. They just blah, 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 blah. From where I had the medication errors and I was sick and I swelled up like a balloon and then medical malpractice. I had to get off the medication, get better. And a bunch of doctors falsely diagnosed me, and it's documented they did. It made my brain swell and everything. Yeah. During the case, oh, by November of 18, there was a guy showed up, said he was my handler. 6-foot lumberjack, bald, black square glasses. John even seen him following us down in Minerva McDonald's. Okay. Long reddish brown beard. Okay. He was in Bob Evans. He was with a crazy blonde lady. Told people she was a psychiatrist. And she would go and list me crazy. No, I've never talked to her. She can't list me crazy. She's lying to people. Okay? And when Dave beat me real bad on the stairs, now I taped him admitting it. She told people if she tries to tell on Dave, I'll testify in court that she hurt herself. I taped him confessing. And the police taped him beating me. Yeah. See what kind of scams are running? It's just one scam after another. Scam on top of scam on top of scam. See, that's where we could go. Well, this last Wednesday, it's Monday, so last Wednesday in Menchie's, I told you there was a couple sitting off to the side said they were trying to get her found on fit so she could never carry a gun again. And that way, if they showed up to kill her, she wouldn't be able to defend herself. And they found out it was a medication error made her sick before. Nobody could say a word about her. It's like you're slow. Rained. It's a documented medication error. 2002 medical malpractice almost killed me. Bunch of crackpots falsely diagnosed me, gave me the wrong medicine, almost murdered me. Okay, that's why they encouraged me and Dave to sue him for 2 years. Now, okay, then there's another guy behind the half wall. We all knew Karen didn't know what was going on up there. That sheriff up there, or that chief of police up there, thinks it's funny letting that girl's gang break into people's homes and drug them up, Photoshop them. He thinks it's funny letting them do that to her. And we already knew Karen didn't know what they were doing. And that chief of police thinks it's funny letting that girl and her gang get away with stuff like that. Heard Dave's remarried. Good. Now we don't have to worry about Karen going back up there. That other girl knows what they're up to up there, and it's her own fault for being part of it. We got to find a way to make sure that case stays legit so those people don't get out of jail. Because otherwise it's fraud and everybody walks. See, police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life with statements. See, your personal medical records are private. They can't get into them. It's a right to privacy. Just like they can't listen through your phone, they can't listen in your car, they can't listen in your home, they can't tape you unaware in your home because of the right to privacy, except for protected custody cases with statements. That's it. Otherwise, it's entrapment. And they have to have everybody in the house acknowledging of the threat of life with statements. Otherwise, it's fraud and it's entrapment. What they have is a big fraud scheme. yeah. See, that's where I walked out of Trinity Gospel yesterday. Some guy said I looked her up. What these people have is fraud. It's like, yeah. My friend from the Stark County Prosecutor's Office is a big fraud scheme. Kicking in somebody's door, setting up button cameras, photoshopping washing scenes, and then roofing somebody, lining up sodium pentothal reports, and then telling them to say a bunch of crap. It's a big fraud scheme. It's actually sextortion. It's a federal crime. So where these people think they're funny, they should have been arrested the first day. I've talked to sheriffs out of this area. They want to know if there's something wrong with our police. And if they're mentally slow, they should arrest them the first day. And there's nothing admissible in Peking Tom tapes, voyeurism, stalking tapes. Can't even look at them like Officer Reinhardt Louisville. Even the FBI would go to jail outside to protect a light case with statements. And they can't even look at them. It's illegal to. It's a right to privacy. Okay? I'm tired of this shit. Oh, I seen Pam today when I was up in Hartville. Do you know in 2020 I went to get a job at a title bureau for homes. Went up there. Do you know she was up there in Paymer's Church, follow me yelling stuff? Clear up in Bedford. In 20? I'm telling you, those apostolic churches are worse than Jim Jones. Oh, I was in Hartville Dollar Tree. Some of the drug addicts were in there. And their little people that work for them. Well, there's no way that there was a fat kid involved if Will didn't know about it. Well, then, where's Will been? Because they were running around telling everybody they worked for the king from Texas. And even the cops that watched me, it was a fucking Iraqi that did it. That fucking Iraqi terrorist. For we work for the king from Texas. He sent his men here. He's a drug lord. He was one of the biggest ones in the United States. Ties across the nation into all the drug cartels. What'd they do? Hide in their office till they all left? Huh? Because I was left in the middle of them, and they got sheriffs and marshals out of this area, got over 800 connected into them. Nationwide, from California, Michigan, New Buffalo, New York, Florida, the Detroit boys, Henry Moffey, the Texas group, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, all up here, drug trading, human trafficking. And breaking in front of people, not thinking they were stoppable. They already made fun of FBI Agent John, June 7th, 23, how they fooled him. You know, he's dating one of the human traffickers. The set of blonde girls, big fat blonde girls, and it with the Florida group that said they were serial killing people. One of them's name's Lauren. One lost a lot of weight, where they're like a 20, 24. One went down to like a 16, and the other one's still like a 20. Yeah, and they were breaking in 19 in Louisville. They were stealing everything for them. Well, they told Maslin on October 4th, 23, that Will was stealing for them. October 6th, 23 in Walmart 62, 8:45 to 9:15 in the morning around the food aisle. The girls are walking around. They talk to the officers and watch me. They know he's stealing. And that's one of the guys from the case's girlfriend. And that's why he's stealing my money. To give it to a serial killer. Do you know my brother-in-law, Craig? He was CIA. You weren't even allowed around those kind of people. Anybody with criminal backgrounds. You weren't allowed around them. You weren't allowed to have them in your home. Illegal immigrants, nor was your wife or family. Why? Because it's a national security issue. You weren't allowed to have them in your home, and you weren't allowed to go in their home. Because it's why? Because they can roof you drink it. Right? And then get a bunch of top secret information That's why. Told you. About 3 houses down from my client up in Akron. That big fat blonde girl and that other girl was up there bragging how they were stealing for that. The guy on Friday pulled in, was talking to somebody in the garage. Said, I told that Lauren not to come up here no more. She's running around bragging they stole all that money for her. They'll be looking for her. Yeah. They were yelling it out on the street my client lives on, screaming, it's that idiot stealing. December 2nd, 22, they were talking about Wendy's Alliance. They started talking about how corrupt he was in January 19 in Walmart 62. That he's actually this corrupt. That he's a thief. He steals from victims, from the vets. They were yelling it in Canton, it's that idiot stealing. See, that's where that guy walked by me in Walmart Alliance by the fruit aisle. The only thing that's came out is Will stealing for that girl. Exactly. What was wrong with me a long time ago is I had a bunch of surgeries, went to some crackpots, falsely diagnosed me, gave me the wrong medicine, swelled me up from my head to my brain, made everything quit working, and I almost died, and it took me for another doctor to tell on him. It took me 9 months to get well. I almost died from medical malpractice, and it's documented medical malpractice and documented medication errors. Realize how much these people are scamming people. It's disgusting.